Hi, welcome back to Generic Fun 95, and tonight I want to tell you something that's very important for the sake of your mental health, actually. You know, for those of you who've been watching the news lately, it's been very depressing, and, well, it always has been, and then you get scared, and you don't feel safe anymore. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to watch the news. It's okay to be informed every now and again, like once a week, but every day? I think not. Because if you watch the news every day or hear people or read in the newspaper or read it online or hear hear your friends, family, or anyone else you know talk about it, it's really tragic and toxic. Like mostly on the news someone's getting murdered or something else very violently happened that it's too violent to mention on this video. You probably know what I'm talking about. It's awful. From both jobs, I hear my coworkers talking about it, and it makes me feel scared and upset hearing about it. It spreads like wildfire. Besides, why do we need to watch the news anyway? It's so boring and scary. And it can cause nightmares, too. But I have some advice for you. If you want to avoid the news, if you don't want to hear what's going on lately, just stop watching the news or stop hearing about it. But if you try and avoid it around other sources, it's beyond my control, and yours too. People just talk about the news whenever they want. And also, honestly, I always get scared myself when I watch the news or hear about it. I just feel horrible just hearing about it. And I try and avoid it as best I can. But how to avoid it every day, completely avoid it every day, it's honestly beyond my control. People keep talking about it all the time. Like, why don't you talk about something else that doesn't involve the news, huh? Why do we have to watch the news every day? It's so horrible to watch. Alright, basically, try and avoid the news as much as possible if you don't want to hear the horrible stuff going on in real life. And also, try and get as far as possible from people talking about the news at that current moment. And also, at night, lock your doors, and if you have them, turn your security devices on, so that way so that we can catch people who are trying to hurt you or something or steal from you. And also, if you need help, if you need serious help, call 911, and they can help you. Also, another reason why I'm making this video, because I've been through hell this week, and I cried once at night because of it. Mostly because of the news, actually. I'm tired of hearing about it and watching it, and it pops up in my feed on the internet, too, and also on YouTube, news articles pop up, but I don't click on them, because I don't want to hear about it. I feel like I'm forced to look into the news once a week. I'm trying to avoid it at all costs. It's better to be ignorant than sorry. I'd just rather live my life, because you never know how much time you have on Earth. It's best to just live your life, and not live life in fear, and remember to feel safe. By the way, I'll leave a video link in the description of the original video where I found it from. And this is an upgrade from that video, an update as of 2025. Also, doing whatever you love is a great antidote for what's going on in reality. For instance, I try and escape reality by working out or reading or watching videos or doing activity. Anything, really. There are various news channels like Fox News, Good Morning America, and others. CNN, MSNBC maybe, Channel 7, ABC. They're all showing horrible, toxic stuff happening in the country, let alone the world. And there's always something bad going on out in the Middle East. And trust me, you don't want to go there. And I don't want to go there either. Even though I live in a horrible state in this country right now, it's pretty much one of the armpits of the USA. I'm doing fine and I'm kicking in. And I have a lot of help and support. I'm doing just fine. Just have to live your best life and ignore the news to live it even more. That's all I have to say. So basically, you can ignore the news, but how can you ignore the news? How often can you ignore the news is my question. Well, if you need to, because you're a little anxious, just look it up once a week. And then for the rest of the 6 days, just do whatever. But if you are around people or televisions that have the news up and it's in your face, I'm afraid there's nothing you can do about it. Just move on. Try and ignore it in your head. Say blah 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 blah, not listening in your head. But if you hear something bad in the news article, and that's beyond everybody's control. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. Anyway, just live your best life, that's all I could say, and ignore the news as much as possible, and avoid it too, as best you can. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Goodbye, good luck, and good health. Bye.